Today on Teuty's track analysis, we have the track of the day for May 18th, Valhalla by Intax. Valhalla is a bobsleigh track made primarily from that bobsleigh block, but you can also find plenty of road sections in the track as well as one small sausage block. There is also a turbo boost in the track. Valhalla does have a GPS, and the GPS time is a 44.492, and this is 1.8 seconds faster than the author medal time. Valhalla only has a single finish, however there is a large jump to it, and you need 640 speed to completely clear the ramp, though you can very easily reach the finish still with lower speeds while hitting the ramp. And in terms of difficulty, I found Valhalla to be roughly average in terms of difficulty and would rate it a 5 out of 10. I thought the medal times on the track were extremely easy though, with my personal best of a 44.847 coming in 1.5 seconds faster than the author medal time of 46.326. The gold medal time was 50 seconds, the silver 56 seconds, and the bronze 1 minute and 10 seconds. For the most part, I am not the biggest fan of bobsleigh, nor am I a great bobsleigh driver, but I found the track to drive mostly smooth and would rate Valhalla a plus. For today's analysis, we are comparing against the current world record ghost, and this was driven by Catsy. They had a time of 43.920, and this is 0.927 ahead of my personal best. Was a bit careless today at the starts, it could have easily dropped down here towards the left like the world record, but I did not, and this will cause me a little bit of time loss. On this first ice piece here, you just want some momentum going down towards the left. The world record here before the exit will also do an ice wiggle. And moving up, we can see the world record will swing out wide for this small bobsleigh piece here, and this will just give them a much smoother entrance into the bobsleigh after this. They will also do an ice wiggle on the exits of this ice as well. If you want more information on ice wiggles, you're going to have to look elsewhere. I don't know how to do them, and honestly don't really care to learn them either. And then moving on to the first actual bobsleigh piece here, I got into it a bit too early, but overall the turn will still work out perfectly fine. During this bobsleigh as well, the world record steers 80%. I'll steer 100% just because I really didn't care too much. And I really honestly didn't notice a huge difference, but if you are under 400 speed and in bobsleigh, you want to steer 80%. As you leave the bobsleighs, you really want to stop that steering once it gets to the straighter parts and kind of let your car naturally straighten out here, only doing small adjustments as you see necessary. Try to drive as straight as possible on the exit to get rid of the icy tires. And then here, maybe I got in this slightly too early, but overall pretty good entrance. And for this turn as well, 80% steering is what the world record did, and I 100% steered yet again. We can see here for the jump into the next bobsleigh that I end up going much further to the right than the world record, and this will give me a much worse entrance to the bobsleigh. Overall, it still worked out okay, but obviously not ideal. Then moving up a little bit further after the booster, the world record will swing out wide to perform a speed slide going into the next bobsleigh. I was going for this at first, but it made the entrance to the bobsleigh a little bit harder, so I ended up stop doing it so I could just get cleaner entrances. But if you want more speed, you can go for that speed slide. Just be aware that it'll make the entrance to the bobsleigh a little bit more difficult. No matter if you go for that speed slide or not, I still found this bobsleigh entrance here and the turn itself to be the most difficult in the track. And no matter if I felt like I got through here smoothly on the entrance, I would still start wobbling all over the place. And this was when I was steering at 100%, which is what you want to do. But I found steering less than that 100% made me get through here cleanly the majority of the time. You can see here on this attempt, I steered 68%, but I'd say if you are struggling, again, go for that action key of 80% steering if you have action keys available. I had problems with the next bobsleigh as well with the wobbling, so again, I went for less than 100% steering. This time I landed at 65% on my controller. So, less than 100% steering made it cleanly. You want to do 100% steering if you can, but again, if you are struggling, try to steer less than that. And then on the exit to here on the wall ride, I try to steer as little as possible because you have those icy tires. I really tried to let the wall take me wherever it wanted to, and then once I lost those icy tires, that is when I would start steering. And the world record here will go for one small speed slide on their way to the finish. If you want that little extra speed, you can go for that, but otherwise just make your way straight ahead to that finish line. And that'll do it for today's analysis. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Check the description for links to my Twitch and Discord, and be sure to check out all the other track analysis videos already out on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final episode of the week.